Howdy all and welcome to Lax Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. So we are gonna explore the hospital today. I know we started last episode. Uh, yeah, I can't remember my buttons. Alright, I don't need bottled water. It seems very quiet in here. One would think that a hospital would be crawling with zombies. Oh yeah, I already searched this part. Right. Oop. I hear a zombie, but he's very distant. Alright, so let me get a feel for the first floor here. This is a nice little fountain area here. Lots of waiting rooms. Somebody left their shoes at the hospital. Cool gloves. These gloves are specially tailored to let you stay cool when worn. Huh. Somebody brought their trophy to the hospital. Alright, I know it's random. It's just funny. Ooh, 239. Oh, I feel like this is where we started, right? Yeah. Okay. So this leads out to the fountain area here. Okay, so there's nothing really going on out here. Psst. Something's wrong with your fountain. I mean, other than the fact I can't. Oh, there we go. What? I don't think that's right, guys. I don't think that's right. I think you might want to take a look at that. This is yeah. I think you might want to take a look at that. That's not right. And then this. Whoa. This leads out to where I came in, I think. Hush. Right, because right here's the garage I came through. Yes. Okay, alright. I think this is another garage here. No, this is the hallways. Gotcha. Okay, so I think that's the first floor. So let's get upstairs then. I know there are stairs somewhere in here. There we go. Oh, look, it's a nurse. It's a nurse at the hospital. Ha. Ooh, let's check out the patient rooms. Guess this isn't so much a patient room as a ward. It's a lot of cooking pots. Band-aids. You. Oh. No. No doggies. No doggies. Doggies do not. No pets in the hospital. No pets in the hospital, alright. Yeah, I really don't care which one we get on here. We need to be on something here, though. Kind of expecting, like, single rooms, but I haven't seen a single room yet. You know, I always see that, and I wonder who boarded up the room from the inside. Oh, I can't loot that. First floor infirmary, or pharmacy. Somebody has looted all the pills. Man, I've been listening to true crime podcast. I don't know. And I gotta take those. And they had an episode where a guy in an old folks' home, he stole a bunch of pills, and to hide that he stole the pills, he set the place on fire. Which is not good. Killed a couple people. What's the name of that podcast? Case Files, I think it's called. It's Australian, so it's it's got cases from all over, but majority of them I think have been Australian so far. Although we did do one of my favorites from Australia, the Somerton Man. I love that one. That's I'm sure I've talked about it somewhere before, but it's the one where they found a dead guy on the beach in like the 40s, maybe 50s, I forget. Ooh, a machete. I like the machetes. That can come with me. And he's got no identification. No one knows who he was. Every clue that leads them to an identity has resulted in nothing. Although I really, from the stuff they've uncovered at this point, thinking they don't know who the guy was, but they're pretty sure he was the father of this local guy. Not pretty sure, I guess, but suspicious, I guess you'd say. They have a thing with their ear that only like 2% of the population has, and they both have it. So, and the guy's mother, her phone number was in a book that he had, but she never identified him, and nobody knows who he is. And he also did another one of my favorites, Bella and the Witch Elm, which also takes place in the 40s. But that one's in England, I believe. Or maybe not England, but the UK. And maybe it's not even in the UK, I don't know. It's somewhere over there. and the some kids found a body shoved in, well, a skeleton shoved into a tree. And when the police started investigating it, someone started writing on some of the buildings in town who put Bella in the witch elm, and they've never identified the body. I like unexplained things like that. Most of the other ones, though, have just been straight up crazy people killing people. Oh, nice. Leeks! Ooh, leeks! I didn't have leeks. I've got leeks now. Wow, it has taken me a long time to find leeks. That's exciting to me. That's a whole new kind of plant to put in my garden. Yeah, I don't really need any of that. You got any antibiotics, man? I'll take some antibiotics. When I started back into American Horror Story Hotel. Yeah, I only watched like 2 episodes of that. I don't know what the deal is. I really not getting into this one. Oh, that seems to be true of every time. But I think I'm about 4 episodes in now. Something like that. And I should probably take those with me. And I don't know. It's got too many things going on, I feel like, and it seems unfocused to me, which makes it hard for me to like. American Horror Story is really good series if you like horror movies, right? And so like season 1, right? They've got the haunted house motif. Each season's a different story, set in a different place with different characters. So like season 1 is a haunted house, modern day. And so that was pretty good, and I guess spoilers on a show that's like 6 years old at this point, but the first first season, if you die in the house, you're trapped in the house forever, right? Well, it also seems to be what's going on in this hotel, so I'm like, okay, well, you already kind of did this story, so why are we doing this whole ghosts in the hotel thing? Unless they're all vampires, but it seems like, I don't know, it just seems like they're ghosts to me. And I'm pretty sure they're ghosts because I think some of them have died at this point. Could all be vampires though. They haven't really established that. Now that I think about it, just that they died. But if they, I don't know how vampires work in this. They apparently don't work the way I thought they did, or that I'm used to them working, because they killed a dude who was supposed to be turning into a vampire before he became a vampire. So I don't know what the rule is on becoming vampires. But so sounds like there's a lot of guys out there waiting for me. But you know, so you had the haunted house thing in the first one, and like I said, they kind of got that going on again. There's a lot of people who've been killed in the hotel who are now I know some of them are ghosts because the guy who created the hotel was a serial killer, and he's there as a ghost. And then they I just like I said, I wish they focused on a single story maybe for this season, and it's a little too many. I don't know. So like the ghost is trying to pressure one of the vampires into killing more people because that's what the ghost likes, is people being killed. Okay, we have made it to the roof. I see you down there. Oh man. I don't see any way down from up here other than the stairway. I think I can make this jump though. What do you think? Oh, oh, wow. Wow. I seriously survived that. Wow. That's bizarre. How did I survive that? That's just not right. That sounds like a witch. Wait, don't I just have a way out over here? It's getting nighttime and I need to head back to my house, I think. Um, but yeah, I'll finish it, of course, because like every other season started off slow for me and then got really good at the end. There's just a lot going on. There's like you've got the vampire queen, um, played by Lady Gaga, and then you got like the woman that runs the hotel is, I'm pretty sure, a ghost. Where did I park my bike? And that's up here, right? Yes. Ooh. I'm not sure the 8% of gas I've got is enough to get me home. I'm gonna say no. Alright, well, maybe we can stop here and get some gas. Oh, seriously? Nobody invited you. And, so... But they got the vampire storyline, and they're trying to sell the hotel. Um, and so she doesn't want that to happen. And And then she made this guy a vampire because she likes to make pretty people vampires, I guess, or people that interest her into vampires. And so she made this. Well, she had a guy who was a vampire with her, and then she replaced him with this model who OD'd and cut his face and stuff, and so now he's a model, and his mother runs the place now, and she killed herself because he's a vampire, or she's a vampire too. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure what's going on there. And so, ooh, my skill in construction tools is now fitty. And so and then on top of that whole story, you've got this police officer who his child disappeared, and him and his wife are separating, and so now he lives at the hotel. Dang it. And so you got their whole family dynamic, and then their daughter's actually seen the son, and the mother's seen the son at this point. And who's a vampire because the woman has started collecting vampire or children to turn into vampires. And I know then, like, they've got something going on in the basement where they're draining people of their blood, and but I also think there's a scientist down in there. So what's the best way to get back? I guess we'll go forward and take a right at the next intersection. I don't like this driving around in the dark, man. Zombies are going to be running as fast as my mini bike here in a minute. But, yeah, there's just a lot going on. And then there's like the cops investigating murders, and he keeps seeing weird things at the hotel because, I don't know. And then, like, I think they just had someone killed who was being kept at the hotel, or they just killed somebody, and then they're like, oh, she won't let me go, she won't let me go, she promised that if I did this she'd let me go, but it was a lie. And so I don't know if that means he's now trapped at the hotel. Man, you hit those bears and they just lay there forever. It's crazy. But yeah, I've liked every season so far, though. So I'm hoping this one gets better, or at least more condensed. There's just so much going on to figure out what's going on. Nope. I want the major intersection here. Yeah, season 1 was Haunted House. Season 2 was Insane Asylum. That one was good. Season 3 was... What was season 3? Was that the Freak Show or the Witches? I think season 3 was Coven. And then season 4 was Freak Show. Yeah, season Season 2 was good. It was about a reporter trying to investigate a insane asylum where a Nazi doctor was performing experiments. Also set back in like the 50s. Season 3 would have been. I want to say season 3 would have been Coven. I could have those backwards though, which was about leader of Coven trying to stop anyone from coming into their power, because every generation supposed to be something like that. Witch comes along to lead the Coven, and when the new witch gains her full power, the old witch loses hers, and so the old witch is trying to kill off anybody to keep her powers. So that one was pretty good. And then I especially liked they had voodoo priestess and this witch who'd been entombed forever from long time ago. She was really funny, Kathy Bates. Trying to deal with the realities of the modern world. 200, man, we're getting there. And so yeah, and then there was that was Coven. Freak Show was about that was set in like the 30s, I think, and it was a traveling carnival. Oop, you know what? I'm gonna need my hoe. That was wintering for the in Florida. I was gonna say wintering for the winter, but that's redundant. I think I put that in the food supply. No. One would think I would have. Did I put it in here? There it is. And there was a rich guy serial killer and a crazy clown serial killer, both in the area. And so the murders got blamed on the people from the Freak Show. And so, of course, like the town is lynching members of it, and then stuff like that's going down. So that was pretty good one. And then now we're on the hotel one, and I think that's all of them. I think that's all the seasons. So that's 5 seasons, and then the new one's supposed to be something about Roanoke. I don't know if it's actually Roanoke or if it's just telling a story similar to Roanoke, because I haven't watched any of it yet. But the nice thing is that they don't. Well, they do have some crossover characters occasionally. I want to say one of the characters from the second season was in the third season, or was it the first season, second season? I don't know. They did have a character, I think, crossed over between seasons, but for the most part, every season is a whole new batch of characters. A lot of it's played by the same actors, which I really like because it lets you see how good of an actor they are, because it's a completely different persona, and so I like that a lot as well. Fun show, and I am looking forward to finishing Hotel and getting into Roanoke, because I love the Roanoke story. Roanoke, of course, being the Um, the colony on was it New York? Is it in New York? I think that disappeared, and no one is sure what happened to them. There's a lot of theories about what happened to them, and none of them quite answer all the questions. Um, and so it's like the colony's running out of supplies. The governor leaves on a ship to go get supplies, and when he comes back, right, the entire colony is just gone with no messages or anything, and there's just a strange word which may or may not relate to nearby native tribes. Maybe, but so I am looking forward to that. Exorcist starts tonight. I'm not going to get a chance to watch it tonight, I don't think, but the new Exorcist show does start tonight. I read, I was looking at a thing that talked about the upcoming shows, and they said fairly predictable, but good for what it's supposed to be. So I don't know what that means, but if it's a fun, if it's a fun demon possession priest stories, I'm good with that. I like that stuff. So, I mean, there's only so many ways you can go with, possession stories. I don't know. My question is whether or not it's going to be done well. That's all I care about, I guess. If it's not a good story, then I guess I won't like the show. But yeah, look forward to that tonight. So, all right, with that, click like if you like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.